Okay. Hello there, little pastries. So this is another Preptober video. If you don't know what that is, look below. There's an introducing Preptober video. Here's the thing. I love music. I love it. I find it really inspiring, and honestly most of my best ideas when it comes to writing and creativity happen when I'm out walking or travelling and listening to music. I have a whole dedicated folder full of novel playlists, but after years of trying to figure out what to listen to while I actually write, knock out words, I found the music doesn't actually work. At least not the kind of music that I like to listen to when I'm not writing. It's really distracting. I think more visual work, you know, drawing, art, graphics, that sort of thing, can work really well listening to music with words, or even podcasts. But I find when you're working or studying or writing, doing something that involves reading or writing, music isn't very helpful. But I've recently discovered ambient noise, and it has changed my life. Not only does it help me focus, but it actually motivates me to work. Here's what I mean by that. My environment is important to me, and when I don't feel like my space is nice, like inviting, cozy, pretty, whatever, it's really unmotivating. It's really, what's the opposite of motivating? Discouraging. But also, the problem is that I don't have a ton of time and money to spend making my space much prettier. But ambient noise like transports me. It's like this like soothing bubble that just spreads out from my headphones and all around me. And somehow, like magic, it makes my desk a really nice place to be. And as well as all that, it actually helps me focus. It helps me concentrate. I don't get distracted, I don't go off on tangents. So here's a list of my favourite ambient noise to use for focus and working, and all the links will just be down below. My favourite mixer for ambient noise is called NOISLI.com. It's great, you can create your own soundscapes. There's rain, thunder, train tracks, cafe voices, all that, and you can mix and match and create your own. It's also available as an app for offline as well. I've got a list of single sounds as well. So there's Rainy Mood, which has lots of different rain sounds, 10 Hours of Rain, which is 10 hours of rain. There's Snow Falling, which is a bit of a more unusual one, and COFFITIVITY, which is about voices and cafe noises, and it actually has various tracks in different sorts of places to choose from. And then I've got SOUNDSCAPES, so these are mixes of noises that people have already made to create a certain atmosphere. And one of my favourites is the Star Trek Bridge Ambience. It's this sort of really soothing spaceship hums and beeps, and I love space, so that's a favourite of mine. There is a general library ambience, which I think was recorded in an actual library, and there's Hogwarts library ambience, which is a bit more moody and magical. One of my favourites is a YouTube channel called ASMR Rooms, and she's just fantastic. She creates these rooms of different ambient noises, especially from fandoms. So she has Harry Potter themed ones, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, and tons from games and stuff. And they have these really pretty cinemagraphs going along with them as well. So it's an image of the room, but it's slightly moving. There's steam, there's rain, there's fires crackling. It's wonderful. Go and check them out. And lastly, I have a spaceship and sci-fi ambient noise playlist by a YouTuber called ChristKnife007. They have taken the spaceship noises from a bunch of famous spaceships, and you can listen to those in the background. So there's like The Next Generation, there's Bladerunner, Alien, the Death Star, Firefly, Stargate, like everything you can think of. So that's really fun too. And something I definitely recommend is mixing and matching these to create your own. So the options in there which have apps, they're great for offline, but they won't be able to play things simultaneously as other apps or Spotify or YouTube, etc. But if you're doing stuff in your browser, you can definitely mix and match. You can be playing multiple things at the same time. And I really love creating my own little soundscapes by mixing and matching various elements of these. Probably my favourite one is to add COFFITIVITY to the Star Trek Bridge ambience, and then you've got like a spaceship coffee shop, which is one of the concepts for one of my future novels, and so I'm just like, here are 3 ways to get the most out of this list that I've just given you. So there's going to be a master Tumblr post on my Tumblr that you can reblog and save for later. You could also open a new window and open a tab for each of these things, and just go into your browser settings and make sure that it's not going to close all your tabs when you shut off your computer or close your browser. And then you can keep that window minimized, and you've got it ready to go for the whole month of NaNoWriMo. And lastly, you could also just copy this list of links into Scrivener or onto a sticky like note on your desktop and just have it ready to go all the time. What do you listen to while you work? How well does it work for you? And if you have any suggestions for ambient noise that I haven't mentioned, please let me know, because I love it and I'm into it and I would like to know. So I'm Rachel Stephen, I'm a novelist, a YouTuber, a woodland hell bitch. You should subscribe because I'm hella. That's it. Just hella. This video is part of a series I'm doing called Preptober. Novel planning advice, tips and tools to prepare for NaNoWriMo 2016. That's November, by the way. So if you follow prep_tober on Twitter, you can keep up with brain sprints and all the other fun stuff going on. And if you want something a little more in-depth about how to build the bones of your book, you can check out my book, How to Build a Novel, which is super useful and it's pay what you want, so why not? Cool, yeah. 3 in 1 day. So I filmed 3 videos in 1 day today. Fucking nailing it. What time is it? It is 12:15 and I have filmed 3 videos today. I am on top of the world. Be down there. Oh man, on that pastries. Scapes by mixing and matching is this YouTube that sounds weird. It sounds like I'm saying buns like but